This is part one of the condition of the framing for the ADU. This ADU was built in 1945 and was renovated about 20 years ago. So we're going to see two different types of wood in here. There is termite damage and water damage. As you see, this water damage was caused because we didn't have the correct sheathing or flashing to prevent water intrusion. We go up, look at the top plate, it's in decent condition here. However, the old studs are not. That's why when they did the renovation 20 years ago, they sistered the new studs onto them without removing the old ones, because the siding is nailed into the old studs and we don't want to affect shear strength and chance of breaking the old siding. Here we're supposed to have a jack and a king stud. There's just one king stud that is not even touching the top plate, as you see. So the quality of the wood and the quality of the craftsmanship on this renovation was not good. Now here, the jack stud is touching the top plate when it should be on the bottom plate, but we at least have one continual king stud. We'll revisit that stud that was heavily notched out and not doing much. Here's a lot of termite damage on the top plate, which we will go and remove and replace. Here's more. The old studs are just heavily damaged. Now back to this corner where they notched out pretty much the whole thing, so that is not doing much. This is part two of the condition of the framing of the ADU. We have termite and water damage here because we didn't have sheathing or flashing. Where this window got broken into, but we're gonna get rid of it anyway, so we're gonna sheathe over it. Right here is the top plates. Both of them have been heavily attacked by the termites, so both of the top plates are gonna have to be replaced. However, these studs are in decent condition, so we're gonna be able to reuse these elsewhere. Just the bottom where we had the water intrusion, but most of it is in pretty good condition. The top plates are not, so both top plates will have to be removed and replaced. We go into the bathroom here, see some kind of wacky framing right there, but you just see how bad the top plates are, and we'll deal with that. Now, all of these studs, this is the more concerning part. All of them have been heavily notched to get these old copper pipes in. This was where the water, the old water lines were, but all of these studs here I'm showing are weight bearing, and they just notched them out. That's not doing much there. So all of these studs, all the old copper piping is gonna have to be replaced. That window's staying there, so we're gonna have to make sure we get a jack and a king stud there, but you see just how heavily these studs were notched. I don't know how this house has been standing, but it has. So here's where the shower was, and here's where the toilet was. Right here's the vent for the bathroom sink, which goes right into the drain, which is gonna turn right here into the main sewer line. We see the vent for the kitchen sink, the shower, and the toilet with the corresponding drains for each. Turn back around, look at the bathroom sink drain, connects right into here. Then these are the two water lines under that, the hot and cold. We'll see those down the line. Those just turn to the side of the house. But following the sewer line, we elbow here, go under an old cast iron water line to under the house, elbow one more time to go into the old cast iron drain line, which we'll have to deal with later. But right here is the whole scope of the draining system, and before we cover it all up with dirt. Yo. Yo, why is there water?